more second. We will get going here. There we go. Alrighty, welcome back, folks. Part 2 of the harvest. I get everything around. I gotta dump this tractor here quick and get the combine fired up. Keep back to harvesting some soybeans tonight. If I can get this auger to work again. There we go. Might as well get combine started up. Forgot to dump that last night, so go ahead and dump it on the cart while that is offloading. Bear with me, folks. Trying to set some other stuff up. I don't know why. Seems like I always get some issues right as I start. Ah, there we go. We got the audio all figured out. Just gonna run out here quick and get the cart to follow me over. Try to get another semi-load cut, and then we'll go dump a couple. Let's run it like the one-man operation we are. Yeah, trying to set some stuff up. It's kind of being a pain in the butt. But that is okay. It's not that big, hard of a fix. we're back to cutting. So, how is everybody's evening going? Forget to hit me up in the chat. Had a great conversation last night. Hope to do it again tonight. I think this is our second field of beans we've been in so far. Pretty pleased with them. We've got 2 loads now we've cut, so I mean just 1 load. Just 1 load cutting around the end of this field, so doing pretty good. Mario Joe, how's it going tonight? Welcome to the stream. Hope we can have some fun cutting some soybeans. Hopefully I can get them done tonight. Don't know how long this one's gonna last. Been up since about 5 this morning. But wouldn't mind getting onto the corn. I know I gotta get a drill going, planting some wheat too. I was thinking I might do field 40 into wheat, but that might not be enough, so we're probably gonna get him started in this field. Do a little AB here. Damn, 20% already. Not even really done with part of the headland pass. Well, we get cutting them good, yielding good. Should be a good old day. Kind of messed up. Probably should. This be about the 4th headland pass. I'm gonna just clean this up quick. See if we ain't cutting anything. Yeah, we can bring a little bit in. Bring that cart tractor around. Kind of messed this edge all up. Gotta clean her up. Cart ought to be pulling up here shortly. Maybe. There we go. Alright. A little unload on the go action. Just in the nick of time. I would drop back down to 20. That's what that buzzer was about. That's us empty. I'm gonna pull that cart back off of us. Yeah, that's pretty good. Keep him following, because I cannot get around this field without a cart. The beans are just too good. Try not to brag, but it's kind of hard. Oh, I hope it doesn't leave a little skip. Get it all. There we go. Get this other end first to really start at it. So we get this opened up and back around, I'm gonna quickly set up a nice little course for that cart tractor, and then you won't have to follow me around. Be a little more realistic. Of course, course play can be very fun at times and not want to work, so just have to. Oh, nope, went a little too far. It's kind of hard to see through that reel where we need to be at. One more. There we go. Get online and get back to cutting. Good old stream of beans coming in the tank. That's good. That's what we want to see. Because we need some money. Oh, come on now. And we'll have to catch that back when we cut that little piece up. I'm thinking we're probably going to fill all the storage at the barn. Might need to hopefully leave at least one of these bins empty for the corn that's across the road. I know it's looking pretty good, so but we'll see what happens tonight. It's pretty funny, the harvest here on the farm is coinciding with the rest of the country out this way. Beans are starting to get cut, about ready. Kind of all over the board, but it's that time of season, so it's really kind of fun. Hope everybody's yielding pretty good out there. I know it's been a tough year. Crop margins aren't that good, so catch this little skipper here. Don't like to leave any crop in the field. Just wasted money. Alright, we'll get this little jag here cleaned up, and like I said, we'll might actually do it right now since we're pretty close to that cart combine. Back up a bit. We're done. Yep. Turn the cylinder off here. I gotta remember how to do it. I don't do this all the time. Just spinning back out around. Sure, settings are good. Alrighty. Let's jump back in the combine quick. Hey, Camaro, thanks for the sub. Cursor wanted to go off screen there. Whoa, 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 whoa. Come on. Just push that higher button there. Sorry about that. Alright, now hopefully that cart works out pretty good. It's been giving me trouble. I gotta look at buying a new one. That one's got some issues with it. Not really wanting to dump where it clearly should be dumping, so probably gonna end up replacing it at some point. Just got off the road today, so didn't really have much time to change it out, but we're gonna have to make do for now. Try to get all these here. Got them. Just hammer back down to this other end and keep cutting. I'm gonna swing that auger out. Say this, GPS is a fantastic tool to have. So glad I get to use it at work, because there would be some crooked lines when I spread. There we go. So glad to be able to unload on the go. It really speeds the harvest up quite a bit. I know when we've done it at home, it really adds the acres. It's amazing that just stopping to unload the combine really eats into your time. Swing that auger back, and sure he'll be right on us again. We're cutting such good beans that you can't really make around without needing to dump, which is not a bad thing at all. We are just pouring in the grain tank. Yeah, once that, like I said, once I get that cart full, I might cut a little extra in the combine. We'll do a little bit of trucking to get them to the bin. Yeah, we can leave that little spot for next time we come around. Which heck, that's a 400,000, I think. So we should have plenty of room. But if we don't, that's not bad at all. So. We'll haul that grain. I think I might bring the drill into the field just to start drilling behind us. We can fling some fertilizer on it a little bit. Not in any really big rush. It ain't gonna be out of the ground for a couple days at least. So. Just look at them beans tumble in. Pretty good field condition to be planting wheat in too, so try to beat this rain. Looking at the forecast, next couple of days is going to be kind of rainy. Not a lot of time before the winter. The beans kind of got planted a little late, so going to be playing catch up. Could have started on the corn, but I don't really want to dry anything, so we kind of what we're stuck with. And like all farmers, hope next year's a little better. Most done with points. Now we're going to be in the longest part of the field. Hopefully hopefully we can make it down just one pass. I would imagine we would. They're not, it's not like corn or something. Plus we did take a lot of the headlamps off, so shouldn't really be that big of an issue. This nice 45-foot MacDon is really making short work of this field. Really nice, nice machine here we got, or nice setup we got. It's S80, I believe it is, with the said 45-foot MacDon. What is that? I think that's an 8400R. Pulling that grain cart around. It's really nice tractor model that comes with the map. If you go to the Facebook page, it's under DR Modding, I believe. They also got a pretty nice YouTube page you can go and check out as well. I'm sure there are links to the map are in the description, everything. But all in all, I'm pretty impressed with this map. I know the creator's been working on it for quite a while, so it's kind of nice to see it finally released. Really interested in seeing what the next update comes, what they change, what they add. I know they got some big plans for it, so that'll be pretty fun. I'm gonna wait to dump on him until we're close to the end. We're only about half full, just so I can kind of extend my time and try to keep him into one certain area. Yeah, we'll probably go at about 8,000. This combine offloads pretty quick, so shouldn't be any trouble. Yeah, that's probably good. Alright, pull up there, boy. Oh, it timed a little wrong, that's fine. Alrighty. Catch this little. I don't know why they changed the button structure around. You gotta have the header selector to lift it and lower it. It's really kind of dumb. Need to work on my buttons. All good though. Heck, looking across this field, there ain't too much left. I was thinking about getting another machine, but the way we're cutting them tonight, I don't think we're gonna have any trouble. Don't know how long I'm gonna stream, but probably gonna finish the beans with the speed we're cutting now at. See that? Now there's still a little room left on that cart. It's probably a good thing. Got a few missed over there, but it's not enough to go run after. I got the hired man to plant this field. I didn't actually get into it. Didn't realize it was this long. Saw a new piece of ground we picked up last fall, and pretty well taken care of. Not really much we had to do. Just get it under grid sample management. And spread it last fall. We had a little bit of time yet, and no real weed issues either. These were Liberty beans, but just want to try a different tech out. Pretty good product to use anyway, so. Getting closer to the end. Probably 5,000 liters of white. 180 bushel, yeah. Turn this puppy around. Alright. Sure, that cart's gonna be heading this way pretty quick. I think I see him pulling around. I want to imagine this dump is probably gonna fill him up. Like I said, we'll probably cut this thing full and have enough for another semi-load, and we got one sitting on the truck already. We'll get a bunch in hauling done quick. It's nice the bins being this close, you don't really have to run that far down the road. Alright, you better get to me quick. Buzzer's going off. We're at 50 at least, yeah. Yeah, I can hear him. He's pulling up right there. Might as well swing the auger out. Mistimed it last time. I'm not going to do that again, so. The nice thing about this field, I haven't seen a rock one yet, so it'd be nice not have to pick any up. We're about out. Let's just check the monitor here. That is it. Dang, I really was hoping we'd fill him up. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just keep cutting. We'll make another round at least. Yeah, we might fill the combine up. We might have to. Hopefully there's another semi out here. I really doubt it, but we'll see. Alright. A little more cleaning up here on this headland. Didn't do the best job of cutting that pass as I did before, but kind of got an angle right through here. That's got her. Okay. Well, that cart went over to go sit at the spot where the semi should be sitting, so we'll just fill the combine up and that should be a semi's worth, so no big deal on that one. See, we got a couple more people joining in on the stream. Welcome. Said don't be afraid to hit me up in the chat at all. I do farming or work around farmers for a living. Work for a co-op. Do service and sales for all the growers in the area. So got any questions, or feel free to ask. I like to get a good conversation going while we're doing some of the work here on the farm. I think last night we had a guy from the Isle of Man that's over in the Irish Sea between Ireland and England. Really interesting how they do things over there. You know, compared to the States, a lot of grass, a lot of cereals. Definitely no soybeans or corn, that's for sure. But yeah, it was a good little chat we had going on. This pass done. There's some real roll to this field. Kind of some erosion control methods we'll have to implement coming on this fall. I know we're gonna try to stick to no-till practices as best we can. Something I like to do in real life and kind of do it in the virtual world as well. My God, there is a pitch to it. Take note of that. Go out here a little bit more. I want to be easy on this hill. And I'm certain for some that's nothing, but for a flatlander like me, that's a little more than I'm used to. Really ought to put a waterway through that little swale there, but we'll just have to keep an eye on it. If it gets worse, we'll do some water control management on it, and should be good. Well, that buzzer going off, we're probably at 50%. Yep. Whittling this field away real quick. Yep, already passed the window. Wonder if we're going to be able to come down all the way for another pass, or when we're going to fill up. More than one, yeah, there's more than one pass just sitting there on this long part of the field, so. And if you got any extra time or want to see us get to this point, you can check out my Let's Play series where episode 1 and 2, I think we did a little planting. 3, we sprayed some of our spelts we got planted to the north. My plan was to get those, do some baling on that, but seeing as how late it is in the year, I don't think we're going to get to it. But that is okay. Really make our money on the corn and the beans. And we're hitting about 75% now. It's probably going to be our only pass. Just go down and grab this little skipper here. He's wanting to take off there on that hill. Yeah, grab that later. Disengage the cylinder here. This thing is loud when that cylinder's going. Yeah, like I said, it's about to pull this over the cart, hop in that semi, and go dump it quick. Yeah, we just let this thing idle. Get the old Kenworth fired up. Over to the right, we got that one done last night. I think that made like 1,200 bushel if I was to guess. I know I got one semi off and had to carry a little bit to the next field. You know, we are going to have a bunch of hauling once we're done cutting all these things and putting them in the bin, but it's not a problem for us, especially having a semi. Looks about right. The old 200 started up here. Get that auger going. They're jumping. Thinking I need to upgrade this auger a little bit. I think it's only like an 8. You might have 10 or something bigger, but we'll hopefully get that one, get a little more money going on. And we got a few upgrades going on the farm this year, so I had to pick and choose where I spent my money. Alright, got that one dumped. We'll go grab the other one that's sitting on the cart. Try not to hit the road sign. May have taken a few out already this year. Don't want to make the township any more angry at me. But it'd be nice if they'd widen the roads a little bit so we get some of this big equipment through. Yeah, we'll go swing. Nope, ditch is right through here. We can't go through that. I'm trying to stay off the field as best I can, but sometimes you just gotta drive in it. So we get this thing to unload right. Maybe. Maybe not. So it's a nice model, but it don't really do what you business to be doing. There we go. Alright, well, swing this auger in. I don't need to be out anymore. Move up a little bit. See this dang combine is loud as all get out. Yeah, I don't know who thought that animation was correct, but they are sorely wrong on how that shoots out like that. But we'll make do on. I'm working around it. Like I said earlier, we just don't have didn't have the time and don't have the money to grab a new one, so. So you got a couple more people here on the stream. Welcome. So you got any questions? I want to start up a little discussion about farming. Let's get it going. Semi's just about full. Go dump this in the bin. That'll be the second one off this field, so she's doing pretty decent as of yet. And that is it. Go dump this quick. We'd be using those 2 grain bins right there, but I want to use that corn right there to the north, fill that up. So we got some beans to the north as well. We might haul a couple loads here, try to get this bin finished off before we start dumping. I know we got just one field of corn up there, but it's a pretty big one, so that might fill 2 of the bins there. Trying to reduce the haul times too, because it kind of eats into the time we can be in the combine getting the crop off. Back up under this thing, or above, I guess. One more, there we go. Oh, I guess I can stay in. That auger's on already. Kind of peek in the barn there, some of the plant equipment. Got that nice big seed tender as well. See that getting used, like I said on that Let's Play series I did, where you did quite a bit of planting. Kind of fun to do with that DB90, and there's DB60 in there as well. That 90 really makes quick work of the big fields. We're just about empty here. There we go. Just leave that 200 running. Don't really drink too much fuel, so not really worried about that. Hopefully I get to bring another load of beans to it, so. Alright, pull in here, get under that cart again. Because it didn't even get empty. Hell, still some in there. Alrighty, sounds good. You go ahead. Oh, I grabbed something to eat right before the stream, and never know how long these are gonna last. So there we go. Got her going. Let's just turn the semi off here. Back in her and get her going. Alright, yeah, field's kind of long both ways, but makes it fun. You're in it for a while. There we go. Slow down there. Alright, we're back to cutting. That wasn't too long. Kind of like to do that, kind of make the hauling quicker, get a lot moved. It's kind of nice having that cart pretty much hold a semi on you, so, or on it. It'll get emptied out quick, and then, oh shit. I'm gonna have to hop over there because I forgot that I didn't reactivate the course play. That is my bad right there. Yeah, like I said, having a little issues with that cart, so. That's just kind of the luck you have. You think you found a better model and try to use that, and then lo and behold, it's better looking, but it doesn't operate as well. I think this round we'll get done with the long part. We'll be back in the short rows there. Getting close to that big field of corn there. Bring up the map. Yeah, 35 is corn as well, so once we're done with field 22, 21, and 20, we'll probably come back to 37 and 35. That was planted first. It's a little earlier day corn. And just let that field at 32 dry down a little more. I might put it in the bin. I might run it down to the ethanol plant. We'll have to see when we shell it what we're gonna do. I'm sure that's gonna be another day though. That'd be pretty late night. Alright, almost done with this pass, and we'll be trucking right along. I'm sure that cart tractor is gonna come find us here quick, so. Let's go. So this and these little swell there at MacDon's there, and it's key. Draper really makes a big difference when you're cutting beans or wheat or something. Really having that flex lets you get them beans if they pod close to the ground. You know, we demoed one at the farm at home and really liked it. Just didn't like the price. A little expensive for a smaller operation that we're running, but hopefully we can get one in the future. I know that I talked to my boss there. He kind of felt the same way about them. They're a really nice tool to have, but Just kind of got to have the acres to pay for it. Alright. Must be cutting this field at a little angle, but that's alright. Don't want to wear out certain sections of the sickle bar. Quicker than the other. Maybe you just need to wait a little bit. We're not even close yet. Yeah, it's probably better we just don't. Yeah, well, we're gonna be done with this field pretty quick. Now it gets kind of steep on that other end, so we might go to the other end and start cutting that while I don't have anything in the grain tank. I don't want anything to spill out over on the ground. Got that auger back. Come down here and get that little patch I missed. See where we are at. Is that going to catch it? I bet it will. Hope it does. Yep, that'll work. Do not like having to reset the AB. It's not that big of a deal, but kind of like that. But it will mess us up on the other end a little bit, I'm sure. But maybe 2 acres left. Should all fit. Go ahead and send that cart onto the semi. No point in him being out here at this point. One more pass and we'll have it. See, we got another like. Thanks a lot for that. I do appreciate it. Hopefully I'm doing something everybody can enjoy. It's kind of my aim here. Kind of sharing the fun of doing a little farming. It's like one more pass and we'll have it. If we can cram all this on, I'm gonna doubt it. Haha, we got her. Maybe. No, looks like we got it. You see the cart's blocked up, but that's not a big deal. We're gonna head over that way anyway here. And that is that for this field. just swinging. Might as well dump this in the cart here quick. If I can get close enough. There we go. Now we're waiting for that to dump. We're get this header folded up, attach to the combine. That's got that. Probably gonna get this combine off. Get this on a little convoy. Said we'll go dump these quick. I want to go to that next farm empty. I'm about half load anyway, so that's not going to be a bad deal. That let us shut that 200 off too. It's an older tractor, don't need to put too many hours on it. I don't mind it idling while we're real close, but that other field is a little farther away, so get that a dumping. The map is Upper Mississippi River Valley. You can search exactly that on Facebook and you should get the link. I think you can search DR Modding on YouTube, and that's the creator's YouTube page. You can probably find a link there too if that's something you want to do. Highly recommend it. He did a great job on this map, so definitely want to kind of showcase it for some people who haven't seen it, kind of help him out, because I want to support what he's doing. I know he put a lot of time and effort into it, so. Go get this in line and move up to that other farm. Hopefully everybody follows nicely. Maybe. Doesn't look like it. That's just follow me wanting to work backed up tonight. enough away. I don't want him to wreck into the header. Set the cruise a little faster in field speed. Didn't see that. Well, Joe, I don't know if you're still watching or not, but happy birthday. I didn't see that comment earlier. This is not available for PlayStation 4, just giving you a heads up. Actually, none of this is available on console, so that's kind of the downside of having a PlayStation 4 and Xbox. Don't really get much access to those nice American style mods, but I know having a console is a lot easier to play on. I know personally I'm an Xbox guy, but got a lot of friends who play Xbox online and wanted me to get this for console, and I will not do it. Can't have the nice toys, sadly. Just keep moving down the road here. Probably, if I were to guess, probably 100 acres worth of beans up here that gotta get cut tonight yet. Who knows, we might shell some corn tonight yet too, so. Problem is we're leaving the farm where the corn header's at, but now that's kind of the master plan anyway. I'm to field 31. I'm really got my eyes on it. Kind of want to buy it. May just end up renting it, but only time will tell. I got into it real early. Got the beans off, got it worked. Probably was some of the last ones with the grain yet to cut, but that's just how it goes. Didn't get going as quick as other guys. Being a no-tiller, it's just something you kind of got to watch out for. The ground doesn't warm up as quick. I want to be out there when it's a little wet too. I don't like compaction. Don't want to have to rip anything up either. So. One good thing about being out in the country here, I don't really have to slow down too much for stop signs. Not enough traffic to really worry about. Kind of give a little pause. Yeah, nobody's coming, we're good. Yeah, so that field to the left there, we gotta do tonight yet. And then said the majority of the acres are over here. Didn't do the best job of playing. Got a big old skip there and a skip down in there, but thought that new drill wasn't completely used to it. I think we'll stop those guys right there. get the header on, cut out a little space for the semi to turn around. Fold the wheels in. Alright. Cuts this little jog out a little bit. Otherwise there's not any room for that semi to turn. That's probably pretty good. Yeah, it's kind of an odd shaped field, but it follows that waterway, so just something we gotta deal with. Gotta check local listings, but not all the fields are square. So got a little bit left there. If there's any traffic, they can certainly go around everything, but you just don't have enough room to work otherwise. Yeah, that is not going to fit. Got it. That little piece. Alright. We kind of wind up here. Oh, that looks good. We grab the cart, semi, and bring them on in. Just a little important tip: you're gonna got wagons or semi or something, just when you're empty, always point on out towards the road. Especially if it's muddy, at least you're pointing in the right direction when you're loaded. Turn him off. Probably gonna take about a 2-minute break here and grab some water quick. Oh, stand by.
Mic off. Mic on.
Alright, we're back. Got a little water there. Yeah, thanks, Austin. That is on the American Style Modding website. You can check them out on Facebook as well. Should be able to find a link to the site. I do know you gotta you do have to become a member, but that's pretty easy. Don't take too long to check out. Just want to say all the mods that I use on this kind of Let's Play streaming series are available. There no private stuff. Just doesn't feel right to use the private mods and show them off, and none of you guys be able to use them. It just doesn't seem right. So would like to, hopefully, if I can get the time. I know it's kind of my busy season at work. I'd like to get like a Google document made so I can have all the link to the mods. But that has not happened yet, so when it does, I'll definitely put a link in the description. Alright, cutting this third field now. I've been really knocking these out tonight. Let's try give my voice a little break here. Damn, 20% already. Gonna have to buy this variety again. It's just out yielding anything that I've done before. Might need to plant a little grass next to these trees too. It's kind of tight. Get out of there a bit. And maybe if the guy planting the beans wouldn't plant that tight, we wouldn't have this issue. Try not to hit anything and trying to get all the beans. It's a delicate balance. Alright, just about out away from the trees. That's good. I really don't like being that close. Hit something with that snout. Hit something in the cutter bar. Pull something in with the reel. Repairs on these drapers are not cheap. A couple old bends there, they would probably barely hold a couple semis. Almost not really worth filling. So you got them big ones down by the cart and the semi are sitting. So again, I wish we had a little more space between us and the fence. Ought to be fine. At least there's a little more grass here between than there by the pine trees. Let's see, we are at 57. As long as we can make it down to the grass down by that waterway or ditch, we ought to be fine. We can cut out if we need to. Stay out of those weeds. Really like to get that worked out, but landowner has some other ideas. Hey there, Ryan. Glad to see you could make it. Wasn't really sure I was going to be able to stream tonight, but a little more time than I thought, so I figured I'd get a stream started. it's gonna be close. These beans have just kept impressing me. Good thing there's plenty of room on that waterway we can drive around. Oh, hey, man. I do appreciate the views, but if you gotta get to sleep because you gotta work, go right ahead, man. I don't want anybody to lose too much sleep over a little farm sim. There will be plenty more to come. Like I said, I do appreciate it. Yeah, 2 o'clock in the morning is a little late. Let's see where we are at. Yeah, we're almost full. Nice thing about this field is a little smaller. I can just dump on the truck for a bit, and then once that gets full, we use the cart kind of as a holding bin. Oh, okay, that's good. That's about it. Yeah, I know I got this weekend off, but I can't say the same for next weekend. I don't really know. Sure, we'll be pretty busy at work spreading lime, and I know we got a bunch of fertilizer to spread, kind of just waiting for the crop to come off first. Bring that auger out. See if I can not hit the head on the truck. And get a little closer. Come on. There we go. I've never been good with depth perception on this game. Switch back, I do actually better in the cab than out. Well, been pretty good. Quick jaunt down home, see some folks, take care of a little business, and try to get back. Really want to get a stream going tonight too. I know everybody's kind of enjoying it, so. I want to try to get as many of these out as I can. Finally found a great map I enjoy. Haven't actually been playing Farm Sim a whole lot, but since this came out, it's been a lot more fun to play on. Alright. Go at it from the other way now. Missing little beans there. I jam as much crop as I can in the header, and I'm actually missing some. Trying to read and drive at the same time don't really work too well. Alright, start it out again. What do I use? I drive with the joystick a little bit. Kind of switch between the keyboard and the joystick. I've got the joystick kind of set up as like that hand control right there, that hand throttle, with some buttons on it. Kind of easier to use for want to use a little finesse or something than the keyboard, because the keyboard's a little more jerky. Kind of feels a little more real too. Anytime I do any of the spray videos, I've got this thing set up exactly like the one, well, pretty much like the one in the Rogator that I used to run. Here we go. Just like that. Which kind of makes it a lot more fun. I know one of the spray applicators at work, I was telling him about it. He's like, man, I really want to try that out. You really want to try that out? I was like, well, I can bring the computer into work and the whole setup, but we'll have to do it after hours. So yeah, some ideas cooking. I would love to do a kind of a live stream with a couple coworkers of mine. It'd be really fun. Get everybody talking. There's a couple of guys I work with spread a lot of beans, a lot of corn. Got a lot of good stories of applicating. Too bad the GPS mod doesn't have a last pass mode. It'd really help me out here. Yeah, that's kind of one of the other downsides of farming sim, but I don't like some of them steering mods out there. It seems like it dumbs it down so slow that it's almost too unrealistic the other way. Yeah, like I said, I really doubt we're gonna be able to do kind of like a work stream until probably November, sadly. We are moving locations actually, so once we get to that new location, we ought to have a little better internet for streaming. I know the location we're at right now just doesn't have the best internet for doing a live stream like that, but we're moving on to, so it'll be fun. It will happen at some point, and I'll make sure everybody knows about it. Start the next round here. Probably should have dumped, but we got 2 headlands on the south end now. We'll do the second, and then I'll just come over the edge here. Oh, what is that? The east. And we'll just start making the rounds. Might have. I know we talked a little bit about what you guys do, and I mean, I know you said you guys have a pull type, make a lot of baleage too. But if there's a story there, do tell. I don't know if we went over everything about that last night. Turn. There you go. Yeah, ran down home quick today and visited the farm. Got a lot of hay cut on the ground. It's pretty neat. It's not drying as quick. Kind of getting that September, trying to make hay. The sun's not as strong. But I think everybody in Ohio who has some hay cut it this weekend, it seemed like. That was pretty funny. We never get, well, sometimes we get 90 degrees in September, but not as often as I guess probably everybody would like. I think we'll probably get this headland done here before we need to go down. And then that is that big field 32 that we gotta show at some point before winter. So one thing I don't really like about Seasons Mod, people do shell and cut beans at the beginning of winter. They don't want to, but they do. So it's kind of how the season goes. Heck, I've seen guys shelling corn in the middle of February. Yeah, we might as well just cut down this way till we're full. Can't really look anywhere else in the grain bin. Don't have the mirror set up for that. It's kind of nice that the monitor does it for us. Kind of tempted to cut this east-west, but I know we plant it north-south, so it'll be a lot harder to cut, and I don't really want to cut this on an angle. Oh shit. Run over a little bit of crop, wasn't paying attention. Don't really like the auto shut-off feature, but I understand why they do it. Go down, swing around, and dump on into the, oh, it didn't turn the dang 200 off. Go down and dump into the gravity, not gravity wagons, the grain truck. That auger swung out, or swinging out, either way. at is load 2 in this truck. Should be able to hold about 4 or 5, I think. We'll get this dumped. We'll start cutting it back and forth. I think we got enough headland room off. Did 3 in that other field, and that seemed like it was a little too much. So. Ooh. Yeah, it's a bad deal. Really hate hitting any farm equipment. Yeah, I know I've hit a few implements at the farm as well. Hell, I actually swinging in to go get some fuel with the loader tractor. And of course, I wasn't thinking about it and just took the corner right out with the bucket on our shop. That was a hard one to explain. And then I have started a tractor in gear because somebody, i.e. my boss, decided that leaving the tractor in gear is a good idea. And it jumped forward and put a nice big dent into our a disc bind. Still getting used to the buttons here. Well, hopefully there wasn't too much damage. Because I don't know any farm machinery nowadays that's cheap to really fix. Slow that down. I'll just set this cruise control a little bit. We're good to go. Being a little smaller field, this shouldn't take as long to get finished up as that last one. I know that last one was a monster. If we end up renting or buying that Field 31 there, we might have to get a second machine. I haven't really decided what I'm going to do there yet, but we don't even have it, so shouldn't really speculate on it. Ooh. Haven't taken out a tire, but I've put dents and shit. Just shit that happens on a farm. What was that? God, I cannot set an AB to save my life tonight. We gotta clean that up because that's gonna bother me all night if we don't. Well, hopefully the equipment dealer had the parts you need, because I hate waiting for parts too. Then you gotta go to a neighbor and see if you can borrow something. There's a few plants. Yeah, you always get a nice little ass chewing when you do that too. I cut pretty good. And do a little more cutting between dumps. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it takes a little while yet before you get everything. Then you get used to doing a certain job and you can barely do it or pretty much do it in your sleep. I know I've done enough spreading now that I mean I pretty much operate most of the morning in the spring asleep. But it doesn't really take too much after you get used to it. There's a half full alarm. Just kind of watching this stream here on YouTube. Hopefully I can get a little better graphics card and try to get the resolution up a little bit. A little grainy for me, but not too bad. Catch these real quick. But that is in the future. Yeah. Higher end graphics card than what I've got right now. They're not the cheapest thing. Alright, I think we'll go back down and probably just dump another load off on that truck. Alright. Oh. Yeah, that's trailer steering is a European thing. None that I know of over here do that. Just because I think mostly because the roads are big enough or quite wide. Not to say there aren't, I just never seen any. Maybe some big Forger wagons do, but I don't never even mess with them. Pretty much just on this game is where I've seen them. But the way the trend's been going, we'll have them over here not before too long. I know it was a couple years ago started seeing speed discs around, and I know they're quite popular over across the pond. So I'm pretty sure whatever Europe has, we've about 5 years, that's what we get. Ooh, don't hit the truck. I'm just gonna steer with the keyboard. Maybe. Get close enough to it. Or am I? Yeah, that's what I thought. Too close. Do wonder, I'd say that truck's about 2/3 full. I got about, well, I'd say one more dump might do it. But we got that cart there we want to get full as well. Bring that auger back in. Here we go. So I gotta ask Ryan, what all kind of tractor you guys run? Mostly deer stuff, or kind of all kinds of colors? Alright, start back into this field. Yeah, we're almost half done. Probably, probably close to a third, but getting them long points in this field probably go pretty quick. Combine is doing a pretty decent job of spreading that chaff out back over the ground. We kind of protect as best we can. Have these little miss spots here. Oh man, you guys do have everything. See, I've been in a deer, been in a case, got a New Holland at home, demoed a Massey. Haven't been in a Fent or Kloss or McCormick. Really would love to check out the Fent and the Kloss. There's not. Fents are kind of finding their way over here. I know Agco rebranded them into the Challenger brand because I don't think they were selling as good as they wanted. But it's been a dream of mine to go drive a Fent. And then the Kloss, of course, another. I know those are pretty nice tractors. Cormac's I don't really know too much about. Never really been around them. Do know a lot of dairies like using the Fent tractors. I know they are a bit pricey, but yeah, I've always called them the Cadillac of the tractor world. They seem like they got about every little toy and option on them.
Mic off. Mic on.
Alright, well that was the half full buzzer. Oh, now the joyous point row. At least we got the GPS to tell us where to go.
Mic off. Mic on.
Alright, sorry about that cough. It does remind me, talking about fence and cases, of the Top Gear episode where they grew some oilseed rape. That was a good episode. That really a lot of my friends who never seen Top Gear, I'd show them that first, because they were mostly ag kids, and then they were hooked on Top Gear. It was really really a good time. I know my one buddy really enjoyed it. He big case fan, loved to see that Steiger kind of getting showcased off a little bit. Another tractor I'd love to check out is a JCB. I know those are really speedy. I've seen quite a few of them on the road over here nowadays. I think it'd be wild to go 40 odd miles an hour down the road. Alright, do I need to go to? No, I shouldn't need to. Yeah, I'd say if you can have a 5 new fence, I think you're doing pretty damn well. And 2 New Hollands. I don't know what model number they are, but god dang, that's quite a bit of equipment. Alright, 56K boxes. Now, is that cubic liter? I don't know. What's 56K boxes? Just because I don't know all the UK or the European terminology. Time to type that in. We'll finish this pass off and go dump it quick. Shut that cylinder down too. I know it's awfully loud. Hopefully my volume levels are good. If they're not, let me know. I don't really have much way of checking against it, so. Oh, I got you. Yeah, there's quite a few big farms in the area around where I work. I don't know what you guys is. Oh, okay, 56 miles an hour. Damn. We think it's going fast if we're doing about 35. But that's kind of the Euro spec tractors anyway. I mean, they're designed to go faster. But you got air brakes on your tractors. We certainly don't have that. Well, not all of them. I know there's a few of them around. Most of the Mennonite and Amish farms have, well, the Mennonite Amish don't have tractors. Have air brakes on their machines. Faster than 56. I think 40 would be fast enough for me. But I know there's some farmers over here that would love to have a tractor going that fast. I don't know what they'd do with it, but they'd certainly want it. Alright. Well, yeah, I mean, we got some rudimentary cab suspension, but I'm sure it's nothing like what you guys got. I know when I sprayed with that Rogator, I had 3 sets of airbags under me, which was really nice. Most tractors don't even really have much of a cab suspension. I know the machine I run somewhat now at work, it's a Case 3030 Titan. That thing does not have any suspension at all. It's got an air ride seat and that's it. And that thing will beat the living snot out of you. Do a 16-hour day of spreading on that, you feel it. It's kind of like driving a tank some days. Alright, I think this one is gonna, yep, get us to the long points. Probably a good halfway across the field now too. Yeah, you guys kind of got it made over there with a little better machinery. Of course, we get a lot more done quick because we got bigger shit. Well, like I said, different strokes for different folks. You guys can also make a lot more money on a smaller farm. Looks like I got a couple more viewing now. I welcome you. Gonna get this soybean harvest under wraps so we can move on to the corn. Our stuff is a lot modern. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of funny because over here you'll go on to one farm and it feels like they're still farming in the 80s. And then you'll go not 2 miles down the road and, you know, they got every bit and bob on every piece of machinery that is available. And it's kind of a stark contrast to how well guys can farm, but a lot of that has to do with money. Alright. I will say this on the driving plow. Now see, that's something we don't do a whole lot of over here anymore, is moldboarding. That kind of went to the wayside. A lot of guys were just losing a little too much dirt for them. Kind of switched to the chisels and the deep rippers and stuff like that. A lot of guys went pure no-till, which has been kind of something that I've always kind of liked. I know I kind of grew up on a no-till farm, so that's pretty fun. I advocate for no-till, but I will say this, I do enjoy working ground. Never plowed though either. Really wanted to give that a whirl at some point. Say at least I did it. Yeah, we just can't do that over here. We run into a lot of making plow pans, and I know I had a customer that was impatient, wouldn't plow when he should, and just absolutely destroyed the subsoil. I mean, you go out, we get, you know, half-inch of rain, and it was just, field was flooded. Kind of dig out a couple corn plants, and you'd see the root come down about 2 inches, and then they just shoot out straight, just showing off the compaction in the field. And I know he was thinking it was helping, but I was trying to get it through to him that he was really doing more harm than good. But I know European soils are a lot different, and you guys have been working them for a lot more years than we have over here. Looks like we're full again. We'll go dump this quick. Yeah, it seems that's all we're doing. I'm probably gonna have to start the cart up for the other field. Been kind of giving me trouble tonight, so I just decided not to use it on this one. Ditch or rich? You're about half asleep. I'm about to that point. Oh, I mean, our ground is good. I mean, it will grow great crops, but we don't have to work it to get what we need. I know a lot of guys are doing cover cropping and stuff, just trying to save as much dirt as possible. Yeah, our farming practices and technique over here, it's kind of changed. So you can have one farm that's really nice, and you know, the next bit down the road is just a knob and it's really heavily weathered or eroded. Just kind of a mixed bag on what you get. I know that's a lot of guys are turning to the precision ag stuff. Yep, something you won't find a lot of in the States, maybe out west, but I don't know why, because sheep are damn good eating. Switch back to cab. wish I could work that little knob right there down. Hopefully V3 that's all fixed. Yeah, about 3 more swipes I hope. Maybe 4. Have this field done. We are trucking right along tonight. I think it was about an hour or 2 now. It's not that bad. Just bear with me. Kind of make the old HUD disappear. If you don't know about this trick, here's your tutorial. I can talk you through it, but all you gotta do is hit the tilde key twice and then just tab through. And then that lets me do that. And now we don't have a HUD. I need to pay attention to cutting too. Ooh, man, we got more than... I got 4 left, maybe 5. Chips. Alright, now I'm confused. Oh, that's a nice shot right there. It's kind of fun to see these little screenshots. A little farm photography. Oh, potatoes. I gotcha. There's a few grown in Ohio. I know I've done a little business, a little work with potato growers down on, we got some muck soils down around here, and they grow chipping potatoes. Don't really know much about potatoes, to be honest with you, but it's pretty cool to talk to and kind of learn how those are grown. I know it's different crops, so it's pretty intensive on like spray cycles and such, but I know they're pretty susceptible to disease. Yeah, you want to talk about rich soil, that muck is just unbelievable. Yeah, I don't know what kind of price you get paid on potatoes at all. I don't, like I said, don't really mess with them too much. But I'm sure if nobody was making money at it, they wouldn't grow them. I mentioned that muck soil. It's what you probably would call peat. We got a lot of field tile running through it and draining it. I know anytime we have huge rainstorms, they're out there trying to pump all that water over into the ditch, and it's pretty intensive. I know we had a a bunch of 4-inch rains this spring, and I know those guys were probably had their pumps running for 3 or 4 days trying to keep the fields from flooding, which is always a problem down on those mucks because it's essentially a dried out swamp, so it's where all the water goes to begin with. Well, let's make the easy conversion rate. It's about 210 bucks, probably 180. I don't know how many ton per acre do you get, or hectare do you guys get for yield on potatoes? That'll be the last round here. We'll get this field done. We'll open up that other one. Ooh, might have to dump before then. I gotcha. Oh shit, that's gonna be a pass and a half. Damn, I was really hoping we could just swing that into one. Yeah, that's fine. What we'll do is we'll go dump what we got and get that cart to follow us into the next field. Because I think that field is a little bigger and we're a little farther away from the cart at that point, so. We're tracking right along. Oh shit, I better watch that fill level. I don't want to spill over again like it did last time. That wasn't so good. Alright, shut that cylinder off. Take it easy. Gotcha. Yeah, never been. I know I've watched a couple videos on. I think it was they were harvesting potatoes out in the Netherlands or something. Really interesting stuff. I know. Oh, what is that channel? It's not Big Tractor Power. God, I cannot remember what the hell that channel is called, but it's really a good channel to kind of watch some European-esque, or well, it is European farming. So I know you guys do a lot of different stuff. I watched one day they were harvesting tulip bulbs. That was really interesting to me, because I never realized how big that industry is over there. I mean, I knew they did tulips, but my God. Alright. See where we're at? Yeah, we're about empty here. I'm gonna hop out quick. Get this thing all fired up. Have it follow us to the other. Looking at the chat, not where I'm driving. That's real safe. See, we're all accident prone on the farm. That's got him. Alright, get this last little bit cut and we'll move on to the next. Kinda wondering to drive over that field of spelts, but I doubt it's gotten any riper yet. Are we getting, oh hot damn, we're getting it all. Brighton, how's it going tonight? Yeah, I know. I had talked about editing this combine so it would actually go the right speed. Forgot about it. Didn't have enough time since when I got home to got the stream started to do that, so I'm sure I'll take care of it the next one. A little bit left. And getting a little pile going in that tank. A good thing. I'd like to fill the fill that bin up tonight if we can do that. I am playing on Upper Mississippi River Valley. It's available on a Facebook page with the same title as the map. Only available for PC. Really doubt Giants is going to let this come over to the console side, but I think it's a little graphics heavy. I hate pushing the wrong button. But yeah, that's what this map is. If you're interested in downloading it, it does come with some other mods that are kind of needed to play. Also, like that tractor that 8R comes with a mod pack. There is also a grain bin pack we're using, as well as on their Facebook as well. And all these mods we're using on this Let's Play are available. None are private. Alright, do you play on PC? Just PC. Got a couple buddies that would wish I would play on console, but I just don't do console because can't use all these awesome mods. Let's see where we're at. 2,700. Not a whole heck of a lot in there. Yeah. And just got that field done, thank God. They said we're kind of in a rush to Let's see here. That's it. That's probably not it. reset the AB quick. Yeah, they scared him off there. Yeah, luckily haven't been trolled yet tonight, but you never know with anybody. Yeah, this would be this big of a map. I know it's a 4X, I think. Would be fun to have a little help on, but you got to have a pretty higher spec machine to run it too. There's a lot of stuff to process from a machine. Speaking of which, I gotta jump on something real quick. Oh, bear with me. Alright. Yeah, hopefully down the road I can get a little server done up so kind of do some multiplayer. I know something I'd really like to do, but so I'm just kind of new to this, so yeah, like I said, once we get on to November, I know it's a little ways away yet, we'll probably set some of that stuff up. But yeah, it's doing a multiplayer lobby or stream would be a heck of a lot of fun. Just gotta make sure I got everything edited and fixed the way it needs to be, like this combine, and getting the right grain cart for what we're gonna be doing. There you go. Caught it in time. Alright, well, I am going to turn around. We're going to head back so I can dump on the go here. Don't have enough room to go down that other side, so this turn done here. Yeah, that should be plenty of room. Come on. Alright, hopefully that'll get him moved up. Yeah, there he is. Perfect. Hopefully get dumped before the end of the pass here. Yeah, we got viewers from all over. Pushing back off. Got a little quiet there, but oh, don't do that, please. Yeah. Always takes a little more concentration to open the field up. What's over here? Yeah, it's an ABI I can live with. Yeah, I think if it's 10 where you're at, you're somewhere in the US. It's about the same time for me. Like I said, we'll go down here and finish the Headlands Pass up on this end of the field, since we got two on the south end side. See if I don't miss anything this time. Yeah, I don't know what you guys are on about here. Oh shit, you're right across the state line. I don't think I missed him. That's good. And go back to missing them. I think I better just stick to square field. I'm having a hell of a time tonight. It's getting pretty late for me. We'll end up cutting up this side and probably, oh shit, and we could probably make it. Yeah, we'll just do two passes on here and we'll go up this east side. It'll just be easier for unloading purposes. Well, yes, sir. I think you two ought to just calm down in the chat. Just be easier. I do not want to have to disable it. Alright, god damn, I keep missing beans tonight. I gotta go to bed, but nah, we're not gonna let that stop us. Oh, there's the dinger. We'll probably go up just to finish that pass. Yeah, I don't know who you're thinking of, because I haven't had anybody doing that, so you might have somebody mistaken there, Ryan. Grab this a little bit quick. I didn't hit that button. Alright. There we go. Oh, that cart's almost full. Probably cut the combine full and then haul those two loads with the semi quick back to the grain bin there at the farm. grab this little skipper here. And just let everybody know I'm probably gonna stream again tomorrow. Probably be earlier in the afternoon. But as soon as I wake up, I'll definitely create an event so y'all can know. We'll see what happens here. Let everybody do their thing. Oh. Hey man, that's fine. You go right ahead. I know it's the middle of the night for you, so do not worry about it. Just catch you tomorrow then. Ooh. To be honest, I'm getting a little sleep myself, but we'll keep rolling right along. Like I said, I want to try to get as much of this done tonight as possible. I'd like to do the corn harvest tomorrow, and we may end up baling some straw, but that's going to be a little bit of a stretch, so we'll just have to see what tomorrow brings on that one. Yep, likes are always appreciated, man. Full on this combine, probably a quarter across the field. Hey man, thanks. Appreciate the sub. I know the like also helps too. So, yeah, I kind of figured standard SOP right now anymore. I know everybody I'm sub to, I don't have the notification on because it'd be just dinging all the time. Yes sir, I will see you in the next one. Yeah, that's I said earlier, probably I don't know, probably an hour into the stream, I kind of created this just to start a discussion about farming. It seems like a lot of YouTubers don't have a farming background and can't really explain what we're doing behind what we're doing. So it's something I'm hoping I can bring to the table and hopefully answer some questions for some people that might not know about farming or enjoy the game, but don't really understand it all. But like I was saying earlier, I work on the services side of things, so I don't do any video logs. Not really that active on everything. I kind of just do some Let's Play videos when I got the time, do a stream when I got the time. I know my nature of work doesn't allow me to have a bunch of time during the growing season, so but yeah, this is something I want to get into doing YouTube anyway, so it seemed like a good little idea I had. Shit, about full here. Probably just yeah, we just park this in the field and shouldn't really need it to fill that gravity wagon, or not gravity wagon. I've called that so many times. That hopper trailer should be enough with the cart, so just popped it. Just leave this out in the field. Best leave the auger out. Just run over there to the cart tractor, take it over where the semi will be sitting at. I think mods from PC to console, the biggest thing is that the Xbox cannot handle graphically what most PCs probably could, and that may change with the next gens that are coming out, like the Xbox One X. I don't know about PlayStation. I don't personally use one. But I really can't tell you any more than that. That's just kind of a best guess. So. Yeah, that ought to be good. I'm just gonna shut that one off. Hop into the truck here and take this to the bin. Oh. Yeah, we'll say this: if they had all these mods for Xbox, I'd play on Xbox, but they're just kind of lacking in that department. Yep, we'll call that a good old farmer stop. Just keep moving. Wish there was a closer sell point for these beans, but I mean, it's the middle of the country. There's not really that many elevators like that. So yeah, I actually built the rig I'm playing on right now partly for ARC and partly for Farm Sim. I'm kind of gaming off of a laptop, and it wasn't really cutting the mustard, so I just decided that I'd just build one. Hadn't built one in, God, maybe 6, 7, 8 years. Kind of nice to kind of get back into it. And this one kind of got out of hand, but it's really what happens when you start building computers. I know that PC versus console for this game, it's kind of a no-brainer on what really is the best one, but you gotta use what you got. What would I call, what are you talking about there? Swing around here and dump this quick. Oh, I didn't turn the cart tractor off. Son of a bitch. Dump this one. Ooh, can't stop yawning now. What would I call it? The rig is named Bumblebee because it's black and white, or black and yellow. Got a Asus 270A Prime. Got a another Asus dual 6 gig 1060, 16 gig RAM. Got a what is it, 100 or 750 of SSD storage, just regular terabyte hard drive. Got the H100i V2 cooler, and then the processor, man, I'm getting tired, is a 7700K. I think it's like pushing 4.5 gigahertz, and that was just out of the box. I haven't overclocked it or anything, so pretty cool, I guess. Kind of liked that it's already pumping more power than what it's supposed to, so. I didn't even stop for that one. Keep forgetting that I need to stop at those stop signs. I think there's going to be enough in the cart to load this again. Be 2 off this field, 2 off that one. It'll be 5 loads. It's at 400,000. Oh, we're gonna have plenty of room. I don't even think we're gonna fill it with all these beans, so that's gonna be okay. I got you. Well, hopefully you can get a gaming rig built that you can play farm sim on. I know it's not a real terrible game, but you gotta have a decent computer to really get a lot out of it. Because you pretty much, if you want to play it kind of in that American style, you've got to pretty much got to have all mods, which kind of sucks, but it's kind of the Germans just not designing a good enough game for the US type kids. No, kids, I shouldn't say kids, there's a lot of grown ass guys that play it. That's terrible animation. Hey, you know, I think if you're enjoying the game, why not? I know I get a lot of laughs at work for playing it, but then again, half of them play it anyway, so just how it is. Let's see. Okay. Oh yeah, we're gonna have plenty. Kind of the nice thing about bringing this grain back all the way to that farm is it's closer to where we're gonna sell it at, so a little less hauling time. And there we go. And a little left in the cart. That's no big deal. Now, pretty much gotta either wait and save the money up or do something like that, because these things they don't start out cheap and then they don't stay cheap either, so. You pretty much just gotta wait. Right, it sounds like. It'd be nice if they added in a soybean crusher plant right down the road from this ethanol plant. Well, can't really do anything with parents' permission, can you? It's how it has to go, I guess. But anyway, like I was saying, it'd be pretty neat to have a crusher plant as well. I really hope they, I don't know how he can do it, but he could add in some rail cars coming into those plants. That'd be awesome. Of course, that's something you can always add after the fact, after the final version gets released, but I know the creator of the map said he's more than happy to let anybody edit or do whatever they want with it. Just give him the credit, and definitely want to give him that. for making such a nice map. Alright, there's this load 2 from those 2 fields. That's not doing too bad. I know that big bean field down there by the bends, that's at 2 or 3 off of it, so not bad at all. I know there's a lot less ground over there too, so come on, there we go. Dump this last load out. Yeah. Well, that's part of growing up, I guess. Parents will let you do something, you can't do it. Alright, about 8,000 left to go, and we'll go back over to that other field. Do a little of this in the cab. Say this is a pretty nice model. I have a feeling this is a ATS model that they brought over into Farm Sim, but I'm kind of glad because it looks pretty nice on the inside here. Whoa, excuse that yawn. Alright. I think we're going to take a little different way to get to that field. Kind of tired of seeing that way. Don't hit the sign. I don't think it did. Go down, go past the church here. And there's a main road to get back down to the river. Let's bring up the map a little bit. Best price on beans is down there across the river. I think that's the Wisconsin side. That's what the creator said. They're at the River Valley Mill. Pioneer Grain takes them, but it's kind of hard getting in. Actually, both of them are hard to get into with semi. Yeah, I just set it up with OBS. It's not too terribly hard to do. I was kind of surprised. Knowing a couple other things I'd like to do, but now I'm just kind of testing the waters out. Trying to grow a channel up a little bit. It's kind of hard to check chat, see who's watching, and run all this equipment at the same time, but yeah, we're making do. Yeah, we'll go down here and probably empty the rest out of that cart, and then bring that cart alongside and empty that combine too. Let's get this guy pointed out here. Shut him off. Let's see if I can get this animation to go. There we go. I am in love with this tractor because of that animation. Finally get it started. There we go. I think we're finally getting this Kinsey figured out. A little bit of a pain in the ass because it doesn't load out that way I would expect it to, but that's not the end of the world. Yeah, I live out in the Midwest of the U.S. Finding that out. Alright. I think what I'm gonna do. There we go. Jump over it quick. Get this bad boy started. Alright, back to cutting. That feels like a lifetime ago. I have a joystick kind of set up like the combine is, like that hand throttle. Kind of got it set up like that a little bit. Wheel and pedal was a little expensive for me. I figured the joystick would work better anyway. Yeah, something I might get down the road, but I know don't really have the desk or anything to do a wheel and pedal setup, so yeah, kind of making do with what I got. Bring up the big map, see where we're at on this field. About half done. Now remember, I didn't put a couple passes on that east edge, so we gotta work all the way over to that. Move that off. And turn the map off. There we go. It'd be kind of nicer with that cart following us. We can just call them out at any point we need. Alright, I don't quite get your comment there, but yeah, hopefully we'll be on tomorrow. Probably run a little longer of a stream. I know. Probably get started a little earlier. That really does help. But yeah, we'll definitely, oh, come on. Definitely make sure I, yep, see you later, man. Definitely, make sure there's alert for all you guys, and, so you can tune into that. Alright. Click off for a bit. I wish it would record the sound, but I guess it's just kind of limitations of OBS. About half. Man, I thought we'd have a little more time than that. We gotta see where we at. We'll go and easy is just sub. But I hope you can make it for the next one. Ooh. I think this will probably be our last one for the night. We'll get this all finished and then probably call it quits. We're trucking right along. We need to make sure we'll have enough room. We'll move on the go here quick. Don't really want to stop combining. Should be able to fit the rest of this field on the grain cart, so that'll be good. That'd be probably another semi-load off this field, so it's gonna be good. You need the grain, need that profit. Have the HUD up, can't see that kind of stuff. There we go. Alright, there we go. Tell you what, having a grain cart really does speed you up. What in the hell? Never seen Follow Me do that before. It's kind of odd. be a bug or something. Or somebody's drunk in the grain cart. And that probably wouldn't be the first time that that's ever happened. Perfect. We'll just run down here and get to these skips real quick. Since we're empty, I'm gonna just do a couple passes right. Oh, come on now. Couple passes right on the edge, so I can get a better gauge on how much we got left in this field. Didn't do that headlanes passes when I opened up the field because I just didn't have the room to get around this thing. But since we're empty and we've been working our way across, shouldn't be any trouble now. Yeah, it don't seem to be yielding as high over here. I don't know why that is. It seems like sometimes the yield kind of jumps around. Which I didn't think FarmSim did, so kind of wondering why that is. Just keep this going. Can't be at 50. Alright, we're just 20. Well, we got that cart following us too. That shouldn't need coming back down. I think 7,000's half. We're only make that maybe 4,500 at best. Try to keep this as straight as possible. Some of my field edges tonight have not been the cleanest. Don't run over the damn header. Alright, we said we'll get this this pass done on this edge, and then we'll just switch back over to the other one. I just wanted to make sure we got the whole field boxed in, if you will. Cart is following us. I don't know if didn't look like it's all it wasn't wobbling all over the place. I don't know what it was doing We were unloading on the go earlier. Can't really explain that one. But, it doesn't really matter too much. $11:15, getting pretty late. See what time it is in game. About 4:30. No, I did a stream or a video, can't really remember it. Harvesting at night, that was kind of a fun one to make. I generally don't do too much harvesting at night, but it seemed only fitting, so. But yeah, it's kind of fun to do. 'Cause at least this combine has really good lights on it. I think I had a gleaner going as well, and that one did not have such good lights, sadly. But we'll have to do that again at some point. Definitely go check it out. I do recommend it. It's on my page or channel. That's 8. There we go. Oh yeah, we should be able to make it down, turn around, get the auger out. Generally I wouldn't have a cart following me all around this field, but things that I don't really want to set up horseplay just for this little field, and I'm doing it all by myself. It's just easier to do it this way. Anyway, when you got a nice big grain cart like that, you don't you can have them follow you. You're not dumping the cart every 10 minutes, so. Hey Thomas, how's it going tonight? It is the S80. Is it the S80? Yeah, I think it's the S80 pack from American Style Modding. You can check their web. I think it's what fsasm.com. I also got a Facebook page too if you want to check that out. You do have to become a member, but signing up is pretty easy. You got a lot of good stuff. Yeah, no, this kind of stickler on mods. Yeah, it's like I said, kind of stickler on mods. If they're not up to snuff, I just won't use them, or I'll edit them, which I have done before. But yeah, this machine with this 45 MacDon is really slick. I'm just going to warn you, the combine is loud when I go outside of the cab, so you may just want to turn your volume down a little bit. I'll give you a second to do that. It's a really decent mod. Good animations all around. All white. Well, that's a texture issue. If your model's white, either the textures aren't loading or no. I do not texture. I don't have a clue on how to do that. I can just do some simple edits in the script, and that's about all I can really do. Sorry about that, but just haven't had time to figure that out. It's kind of another winter project of mine that who knows if I'm going to get to or not. But it's not the easiest thing to learn modding. Generally, if you wait long enough, somebody does a pretty decent model that you can download and use. Not that. There we go. I know there are a couple modding groups out there that, you know, they may have somebody with a skill or be able to show you what to do, but I am not one of them. But anyway, bring up the map. Not that. Yeah, closer to half now than we were a little bit ago. The site is American Style Modding. You just look it up in Google. I think it's FSASM. Can I convert? I cannot. Again, I just never really got into it and never really learned it. I know there's a lot of tutorials online on how to do that. That's what I did. There we go. Let's see, should I done now? Maybe about 12,000 by the time we make this round. Alright, well, I think what we're going to do is just racetrack for the rest of this. Just go around in circles since we're about close enough now. Just going to be easier. Hopefully we can just keep that auger out at all times. Generally kind of hold that off for corn, but yeah, this is just a single player. May set up a multiplayer server later, but for now I just kind of hopping on when I got some free time and just chilling back and playing. So now I gotta do any multiplayer stuff. I'm gonna have to create a big old list of all the mods and stuff I got and make sure they're all the same version, because some of these mods I use they're edits, so they're not gonna be the exact ones that you can get off a website. Let me bring him up. I don't have that around yet. I don't have a mod list or with all the links yet. Like I said, I just kind of started doing this, so if most of these are either on Mod Hoster, American Style Modding's website, American Eagles Modding, and then the rest, like Tractor there, came off of DR Modding's Facebook page. Like I said, and then other than that, that's it. I don't really get mods if well, and then Farm Sim's official page. That's 19. There's probably 3 rounds, 6 passes left. I think we got to go. But the acres are tumbling. Alright, yeah, 4 passes. There's only 2 rounds left. That'll work out. So don't think there's much room on the cart. No, there's not. 7%. That's not much room at all. Just hoping we don't have to make an extra trip with the cart. Didn't leave the auger out. Might as well just leave the auger out. There's not much point now. It's not like we're gonna damage it on Farm Sim. Wrong button. Let's see. Yeah, we got plenty of time before we gotta pull any maintenance on this equipment. $25%, yeah. A good little pile going back in that tank. And this is 4. Yeah, might as well just fill that cart right now. There's sense in having him just circle around me when I probably just fill him up. Alright, pull up. Come on. There we go. I gotta figure out why this is twitching like it is. That didn't take any time at all. Let's push him back a little bit. Just a little bit more. Looks like this field's almost done. I was debating on if I need another machine to get all the crop cut in time, but I think we're gonna do it. Once we get this one done, there's just gonna be one field left, and then got 3 fields of corn to shell, and we got a field of spelts that I need to get cut at some point. Also plan to hope to get some baling done, bale that straw up. So we'd like to get cows at some point down the road, but until we get some more money going, we can't really do much more. So, but like I said, that's down the road a little ways. See how this year goes on harvest. Sure, I'm going to be trucking a lot of grain this winter. And then we'll really go from there. Would like to get in some baling, but I hope alfalfa gets figured out for farm sim so we can get that crop in here and start baling that. That's a heck of a lot more fun to cut than grass, because it's more native to this area than making a lot of grass hay. It's a lot more fun to chop too, I think. And it came out for 15. It was really neat. Quite enjoyable. I'm gonna have this pass, probably 2 more, so that's 90 foot and 135 foot left to go in this field. That's not too bad. I'm surprised I ended up streaming this long. I didn't think we go this long, but it seems everybody's enjoying themselves, so don't want to stop that. One thing we gotta worry about, I do not think we're gonna have enough room to get the rest of this field on the combine. It's gonna be kind of a pain in the ass, but might just run that cart over. That truck. Yeah, the truck's got a little dab of something in it, but shouldn't be a whole lot. Then we'll just bring that cart back over here, and I think it'll probably be the easiest thing to do. Seeing that I doubt we're gonna make it up to the other end of the field before getting full. We got about 1,000 liters left. So I'm trying to do the math in my head and I just cannot. We might make it up to the other end and we'll just turn around and get on track. If not, we'll just go up and grab the cart, dump it, and come back and empty the combine. Yep, there it is. Should have just stopped. It would have been easier. Just hop out here quick. No, I'm not on blue beans. Alright, let's go dump this and get that combine empty. Whew. That thing is real close to the cab. Let's go through the tall grass here. And do not mind just me sticking to the headland. It's kind of instinctive. I don't really notice I'm doing it. Do it at home on the farm, so it just kind of translates. Yeah, this mod needs work, definitely. No green cart shoots it like that. And, you know, it could be just the... Could be the hopper wagon too, but... Guess just leave it put. Can't have everything realistic, I guess. Alright, I think that's got that. It's full. We'll go get what's on the combine now. Glad this thing can boot, scoot, and boogie, because otherwise it would take forever. It's probably half a mile away from the hopper bottom trailer, so. Alright, almost empty. Get this guy empty, and then we'll finish our last pass up here, and then we'll see where we're at then. Alright, that's got it. Alright, last pass. It's the third field we've cut. I think probably doing about, I think it's probably make it probably 80 here, probably 60 in that other field. So about 140 acres cut tonight. It's not bad. How many loads did we do? I think we did about 5 semis. I think I remember 5 sitting out there along the bend, so it'll probably be about 5.5 semi loads worth of soybeans. It's not too bad either. Hopefully tomorrow we'll get into some corn harvesting. I want to keep this about as no-till-esque as possible, but we might do a little tillage too. I'm not really sure where we want to do that, what field we want to work, but definitely a possibility. I know we also got to get some wheat in the ground. Want to get that on so we can make some straw on it late next year. Probably gonna do, bring up the map, probably gonna do field 36, but if we don't, we'll definitely put field 40 into some wheat. But yeah, let's see what happens in that next stream. But that will do it for this field. Thank God. It's like we've been on this farm all night. We pretty much have. So, just run up here, dump this quick, shut that cylinder off. Oh, it's getting pretty late tonight. It's been a real long stream. I think it's been about 4 hours we've been doing this. And really enjoying it. didn't have a whole heck of a lot on us to begin with, so this really shouldn't take much time at all. Swing that auger in. Let's get this header situated. I gotta pull it off to get in that next field. Get them wheels, there we go. GPS off, no point in doing that. Alright. Probably not going to cut that other field tonight, but I would like to get a little area cut out so we can get at least the semi and the grain cart in there. Probably move this stuff over there and probably call it a night. Ooh. Oh shit. Need to just stay outside of the cab when backing into stuff. Especially a field entrance. Hook that up here. All that folded out. Feels good. Hopefully hopefully these beans do pretty good. I think this is the last field I got done. Can't really remember now at this point. It was a few months ago. Oh, game time anyway. But, so we'll get a little notch cut out for the semi to turn around in. See if I can cut this edge a little straighter than some of the other fields I've been in today. Yep, probably should just cut that straight across, but yeah, it's no big deal. I do believe that is it for me tonight. I want to thank everybody for coming out and watching. Would appreciate a like and subscribe if you like the content. Probably gonna do another stream tomorrow afternoon. Hopefully I'll set up an alert for that, and we will see you on the next one.